Starting in 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 4 Pixels. We are starting a new Ace Attorney game, and this is one of these side games which feature Miles Edgeworth as the protagonist. For this game, I'm going to be doing the same thing that I did with Ace Attorney versus Professor Layton, in that I'm just going to have the same people for the entire game. And if you have watched my Secret of Mana Let's Play over on my old channel, you will know these two folks. You want to say hi?
Yes.
Hello!
Hi.
Yes, it's
Give it a
Saku.
It's Scotland and Liverpool. We're back.
I like that Liverpool is an entire country now.
Yeah, it is. I live in the land of Scousers. I'm super excited for this, actually, because I've been meaning to play it for ages, and I love me some Edgeworth. And,
Oh, yes.
the Ace Attorney universe in general.
Yes. I will say,
Super
though,
fun.
I recently found out that originally Emma Skye was going to be the protagonist for this series. That actually
cool.
kind of disappoints me a little, but
Yeah, it would have been
Edgeworth
great
is
if...
still good.
I mean, he's a character.
And that means we get Gumshoe as well.
March 14th,
Ooh.
1:16 a.m.
To make sure the defendant is found guilty. What other choice do I have? That's the job of a prosecutor, after all. That may be true, but why? Oh, we've got dual talking here.
Why go this far?
I have no idea who these people are, so I don't know what places to give them.
Sorry, maybe hear gun in your face, no matter what the cause.
Oh no! I got a medal for killing people already. This medal right here. See how cool I am about it.
Hi, I'm Saku's boyfriend.
I'm a prodigy against prosecutors. Always have been, always will be.
Everyone is my boyfriend. What are you talking about?
Bigamist.
March 14th, 2:05 a.m. Prosecutors Building, 12th floor hallway.
Doo-doo-doo. It's hard to believe I've been away from my office for a whole month. I hope Detective Gumshoe has been keeping an eye on my office and keeping it clean. He better be. The door is unlocked. Oh snap. Detective Gumshoe? What's this smell? Very familiar. Blood! Or is it instant noodles?
I'm sorry, I'm so juvenile. What's the smell? It's very familiar.
Yeah, I'm trying to be good here and not say anything naughty. I mean, are we keeping this PG or what?
No, this channel has long since been lost.
Yeah, me and Coco are gonna start playing Honey Pop for the channel.
Okay. I mean, stop jacking off at my office, Gumshoe. Really? I have to drop my briefcase in shock. What the? Oh. What's the meaning of this?
Freeze. Oh.
Satan! I should have known it was you, Satan. Identify yourself. Just to clarify.
Go for it.
Shut up.
You've got some nerve committing murder in a prosecutor's office.
Not the coat! Not the coat!
Isn't that a threat? Let me make one thing very clear.
What?
No one gets away with committing murder in my office. No one.
Anywhere else?
Anywhere else is fine.
prosecutor. I'm trying to sneak away.
My name is Maud Edworth, and this shit be fucked up. I work as a prosecutor in my local district. Little did I know that upon my return home after a month abroad, I would be thrust into a multitude of cases and some very frantic and busy days.
March 14th, 2:56 a.m. High Prosecutor's Offices, Room 1202. ...
Finished photographing the victim's body, sir.
Very well, please continue your investigation.
Yes, sir!
Damn right. Only I may pace in my own office.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Are you okay, sir?
Keep it down, detective. This is a crime scene, not DuckTales.
When I heard that a murder had taken place in your office, I ran up here straight away!
I love it.
I do too. This is Dick Gumshoe. He's a detective with the local precinct. And I love him.
Yes.
The one thing assigned to handle this for the time being. I can never tell him.
You're looking a little pale, sir! Are you hurt?
No, I'm perfectly fine. However...
Ah! Look what they did to your office! It's totally trashed!
I'll say, the culprit sullied my floor with dirt rather well. No one gets away with tracking mud in my office.
Oh! Sounds like you're getting really bummed up over the whole thing!
This crime was committed in my office, so it is my responsibility to solve it.
Oh, that's just like you, Mr. Edgeworth.
My office is my special interest.
Okay, time to do some investigating.
Agreed. Our first course of action is to gather relevant facts and leads. I tell you this like you don't know because you don't. We must not overlook anything, no matter how small, if we are to find the truth. So I'll keep any leads or information we find etched in the forefront of my mind. Speaking of things that pique my curiosity, why of all places did the murder occur in my office? I'm gonna have nightmares about this.
Crime scene, my office.
I get a nagging feeling that this is something important to keep in mind.
Yeah, I was wondering that myself, sir. I mean, you can't really say it's just a coincidence, can you?
No, not really. Especially because of this.
The key to your office? What do you mean, sir?
If you think about it carefully and use logic, it should become clear to you.
Logic. A power, something so rare in this world. It's a power.
Look at his eyebrows going.
I'm trying to figure out what logic is.
Logic?
By finding a connection between two pieces of information. And connecting them, new information is born. Like the new ruffles that have been born from my cravat.
Shit.
The end result of using logic.
There's a whole new layer, sir.
I know, isn't it great?
So, how do you use it?
First, I recall information through the logic button. And the connect... Why am I talking about buttons? Oh well. And then connect them together. Now to touch the logic button and recall the facts.
He just like slaps himself in the head. Ow!
He's getting Gumshoe to do it too. Press that logic button.
Crime scene. My office. Is it really coincidence that the murder took place in my office? And the office key. For security reasons, this office door has a lock built into it.
So you have to connect those two? Oh no, this doesn't bode well.
For security reasons, all prosecutors' doors are outfitted with locks and cravats. Which means it would have been hard for the murderer and the victim to get in here, unless they were ultra styling. Ergo, it is impossible to dismiss the location of this crime as a mere coincidence.
My name is Nergo. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking, sir.
There must be a reason why someone infiltrated my room. What was the killer after?
You're really on the ball today, Mr. Edgeworth. That's some beautiful logic, sir.
Stop looking at my logic.
Can't help it. It's so
Yeah.
big and throbbing.
When you follow leads to their conclusion, only the truth remains. However, if the information doesn't line up properly, I may stray far from the truth as well. If I think carefully before piecing leads together, the logic should flow. Out of my brain place, into your brain place.
My brain place.
That's right. Well, let's get started with our investigation, shall we?
Yes, sir!
Don't hit your logic button too hard, detective.
The basis of any good investigation is to examine everything, sir.
I know that. And when I want to examine something, I simply touch the examine button. What is the examine button?
Oh, if you ever feel lost and want to talk, just touch the partner button, okay?
Partner.
I'll give you great, precise advice as an ace investigator, sir.
I'm sure you will. Something to try later if I have free time, I suppose.
Oh.
Poor Gumshoe! Give him a cuddle! Look at that face! He's the most beautiful man!
You called, sir?
Is there anything you noticed that you'd like to share, Detective Gumshoe?
Just that I rushed over here as soon as I heard there was a murder in your office, sir. The investigation's just gotten started, so I guess there's no much else to say. So, were you the one that found the body, Mr. Edgeworth?
Unfortunately, upon my return I found my office door to be unlocked. And what awaited me inside was this whole messy affair.
Oh, that's rough. I don't know what happened
Even
there.
though I
Sorry.
left the security of this room to a certain detective.
Sorry, sir.
I assume you understand how to conduct investigations, Detective Gumshoe.
Of course, sir! Examine things by tapping them or by touching the examine button. By checking various things out, we gather evidence and information. You can see the evidence we've collected by touching the organizer button. For information,
For information and leads, it's the logic button. I totally just showed you where it was.
That's it! Great job, sir! Deductive reasonable is the way to go!
It's called deductive reasoning, Detective. Clearly something you lack. Oh, he's so cute. I mean, it's now my headcanon that the buttons are all just body parts. And they're just like frantically tapping themselves in different places to get things to happen.
Logic button's his tummy button.
Ah.
Look at this fancy ass cookie.
I know, right?
It's got jelly in the middle.
Delicious. I bet it's like from a French patisserie rather than like whatever little dollar store Phoenix picked up his from, and it's like rolling around in the hot dogs thing. You can have that as well.
The victim in this case, why was he killed? Well, you should read that.
Homicide detective at the local precinct, in charge of the initial investigation.
He's 32. Huh. I'm only 3 years younger than him.
I'm older than you, Gumshoe! Oh my god, I'm older than him now. Now I'm the daddy. Why did this happen in my office? What was the killer after? Edgeworth's kind of in love with his office.
Ah, watch out for the teacup fragments there, sir.
My teacup? Nah. Killer is going to pay. He said.
I am with Edgeworth. I have a mug collection, so if anyone smashed my mugs, I'd be so mad. Yikes, you're really mad over this.
This tea set is very dear to my heart and can only be bought in England. It costs more than your whole month's paycheck.
I mean, that's not really saying much since he probably gets like maybe $10.
Everything costs more than his month's paycheck.
What?
Oh, look at the sprite.
Now I feel like the killer's wasted one of my monthly paychecks. Oh, Gumshoe, you little cutie. Your files are all over the floor, sir.
They probably fell during the struggle between the victim and his killer. My files are a mess pointing to the struggle between the victim and his killer. Don't you just love when I do that?
Aw. And I tried so hard to keep this place spotless while you were away. I mean, this just rendered all the time and effort I put in pointless!
I don't recall ever asking you to clean my room.
Well, I watered the flowers every day, just like you requested, sir. I just added cleaning to the list as a weekend special. For about half a day every Saturday, I'd come in and clean this place until it sparkled.
Does he have a life?
I love Gumshoe.
No.
He loves Edgeworth so much. They are best friends.
They really are.
Besties! They finished photographing the body, so it should be alright to examine this area. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Make of that what you will.
So we mentioned the files before.
Yes, they fell, as we mentioned.
You know, I'm trying hard to keep it clean, render it all effortless, and...
I already said thank you, you don't have to keep
Yeah, what, the flowers and cleaning as a weekend special, we've been over this.
I'm never giving you the key to my office ever again. Let's see here. There's blood all over his lower abdominal area. It looks like the bullet passed... Oh, sorry.
It looks like the bullet passed clean through his stomach area, sir.
In other words, he was shot.
Yep. And until the autopsy's done, I don't think that we'll know much more than that.
Please have the body sent to the morgue once they're done processing the crime scene. You are the best cleaning lady and the best detective.
Are you gonna be okay keeping track of the evidence we find, sir?
Of course, this is the safest way I know to keep track of it all. Logic button.
Alright, if you say so.
Yeah, so great. I keep all the evidence I find either in or with my organizer. When I want to re-examine a piece, I have but to touch the organizer button. That's on my arm. But the organizer isn't only for evidence. I keep people's profiles on hand in it too. Probably a good idea to make a habit of checking the facts often. That guy looks way more attractive when dead. I don't know how weird that is.
Okay, skipping over that. He's right.
What do we have here? This guy looks way more attractive when dead.
Hey, I think I've seen one of these before.
You're edging away from Edgeworth as you said it.
Yeah.
It's a police badge, detective.
Oh, hey, I have the exact same thing too, actually. What a coinkydink!
Let's take a look inside. Mr.
Aww.
Buddy Faith. It would appear that our victim was a detective, just like you.
Pardon me?
That's very sad.
Yeah.
This the same thing? Yep.
My chest set. That just ruffles my frilly fold.
Oh, Steve had knocked over your chess set. I had it all set up, ready for when you got back. I figured we could play a few games.
I had no idea you were interested in chess. He is totally touching his crotch right now. Poke.
Poke. Poke.
It's more of his thigh, but... I'm actually pretty good at checkers, so I thought I'd give chess a try.
Edgeworth is touching his chest button. In that case, I suppose I can set some time aside after we solve this case.
Oh, that's sweet.
So I don't expect the games to tax my mental too much.
They are very different games, but that's sweet.
It's very sweet. What have we here? Could this perhaps be the murder weapon? If so, it would mean that the killer made their escape after disposing of their gun.
I think I've seen one of these before.
Care to enlighten me as to where?
Oh, I know! I was issued the exact same model! I think.
Detective... I don't really like...
I don't really like guns that much. I mean, they're really dangerous. Thank you. But now that I think about it, you do see this model around the precinct a lot, sir. I don't use mine much, except in emergencies, so that's why I didn't recognise it.
So it's the same type of revolver as the ones used by this precinct's detectives. Oh, Gumshoe, you're so good. I seem to have gathered a few pieces of pertinent information. Now to calmly use some logic and figure out if any of them are connected to each other. Watch how calmly I do this. So calm up in here. Do you have anything to report?
Yes, sir. Nothing out of the ordinary right now, sir. And yet, there's something out of the ordinary right in front of my eyes.
Wow! Talk about a contradiction!
Something out of the ordinary. I should look around a bit more.
I just thought he was flirting with
I thought he was too. That could have been a really good smooth line from that guy.
I know, right?
Something out of the ordinary in front of my eyes. Your eyes.
So you're married?
Only to you.
No, he's married to Phoenix. Anyway.
How is it coming along?
Please, I need absolute silence. Fingerprint lifting is a delicate art.
Well, I never. No, you always. Well, it's a good thing.
Aww.
Any harm.
God bless. Speaking of which, I still haven't actually sat down and watched any of that show. What's that about again?
Well, I don't know much about it myself, but
Of course.
the hero of the Steel Samurai, warrior of near Old Tokyo, is the Steel Samurai. And his goal is to defeat the evil magistrate. It's a show geared towards kids. However, its high production values and riveting plot draws in a number of adults as well. spin-offs like Pink Princess, Warrior of Little Old Tokyo, and The Nickel Samurai, along with the deluge of merchandise and even a new stage show, it gives it presence.
You sure know a lot. Are you sure you're not some sort of rabid fanboy?
Of course not. Anyone that keeps up with society knows at least this much. Very high society thing, the Steel Samurai. And that convention lasted long. Conversation lasted longer than I expected. Let us return to the investigation. I wasn't at a Steel Samurai convention, ever. I don't have that cosplay. Oh, logic time! Okay. What logic do we logic?
Victim was a detective in Revolver, surely?
Yeah. The revolver, the standard model used by detectives. Could it have belonged to our recently departed? Detective Gumshoe, could you please thoroughly check the victim's body one more time?
Yes, sir! On it now, sir!
Check the body one more time.
Excuse me, pal. Let's see. What have we got here? Mr. Edgeworth, sir! This guy's wearing a gun holster!
So it appears that our killer somehow managed to take the victim's gun from him. Cool. Let's see what else we can find out about this revolver.
As I always say, you've got to look really carefully at each piece of evidence.
Do you always say that?
Always.
And with that, we will end this episode right here. Thank you guys for joining us, and see you next time.
Bye!
Farewell!